everyone, this is Crystal with Blessings at Home. Today I'm going to be telling you about our large family homeschooling schedule. So I don't know about you, but for me, I know that I have spent probably hours scouring Pinterest and watching YouTube videos and searching bloggers in years in the past to kind of see how everyone schedules their day. And as my kids get older, when they're younger, I had it figured out, there for a while, but children change and schedules change and they get older, so their needs change. So a schedule that might have worked for us, when I had littles and toddlers and preschoolers, doesn't really quite work for us now, because we don't have a nap time anymore. And the youngest ones, they actually do need to do schooling now. And the oldest one, we're in that high school phase where we're keeping up with credit. So just the stress of making sure that everyone is getting the mom time that they need, and everyone is getting the work done that they need to get done for mom, and the work done that they need to get done for co-op. So I'll do a close-up shot of this at the end. But everyone in our family is color coordinated. I have done that since there were 5. So our oldest is orange, and then next is Rebecca or Aaron. Mom is yellow. Aaron, Rebecca, Hannah, Benjamin, and Matthew. So you can see this. So I have it broken down into about 30-minute time sections. Those don't always get followed. The order does get followed. I feel like I need to just kind of wipe this out. I saw another mom that she just broke it down into 30-minute sections, or however long she thought that each subject would take, not necessarily the time of day that it needs to get done. So that's pretty much the standard that we follow. I try to have coffee and a little bit of quiet time before the kids get up. Lately I've been doing my best to get dressed and somewhat decent. And then we do breakfast. While they're doing their chores, I will typically get on the computer and check my email. And then we will sit down and we'll do our morning morning Bible time. We'll read our Proverbs of the day. We'll read our missionary book that we're reading through, and then we'll do our Bible study, whatever we're doing that particular month. And then we just kind of move right into it. I will send the big kiddos downstairs typically to get started on their work. And it's just easier to have the twins bring their work upstairs to the kitchen table, just so that the bigs have a little bit of quiet, and so that I can focus more on the twins at that particular time. So I will work one-on-one with them. As of right now, I don't split it up and work just with Benjamin or just with Matthew, with the exception of their reading lesson. We do math together at the same time. We do their handwriting together at the same time, and their vocabulary and their spelling and things like that together. So while I'm doing this, Aaron is doing independent work. Hannah and Rebecca are doing independent work. And then I will shift and work with Hannah one-on-one, and then I'll shift down to work with Rebecca. And a good chunk of the afternoon I spend working with my high schooler. So typically everyone else, especially the second graders, the twins, they're done with everything by lunchtime. And then the girls are usually done not long after lunch. But Aaron, sometimes he and I, we're, hashing math out until Dad gets home at 4. So they do have afternoon chores. I'm not as good at making sure that those get done as I am about the morning chores. As you can see, there's a mess back there underneath the Lego table. That's Matthew's job to clean the Lego table. Anyway, and then I just kind of threw in, this is our fall schedule. Monday night we have tumbling, cheer, and soccer. Tuesdays we have cheer. Wednesday we have church. Thursdays we have cheer. Fridays we have soccer. So, and then I have our evening schedule: showers, clean their room, medicine, and quiet time before bed. The children get an hour of screen time in the evenings if they have done their schoolwork the correct way, not as in like getting it all, every answer right, but with a good attitude, and just being easy to work with that day and willing to try and give it their best effort. So if they've done that, they get an hour of screens at night independently. Sometimes we will watch together as a family the Andy Griffith Show or The Voice. That doesn't count as their time. That's just kind of our family time. So we have tried, and occasionally we'll do family games, but more than likely somebody will get mad, and they actually end up going to bed earlier on those days because of some heart issues. So this is our day. Pretty simple. I kind of, stole my sister-in-law's schedule and kind of took it and tweaked it for us. So there is kind of a close-up of it. Now, I will say, my schedule's not going to work for you because, as I say all the time, my family is not your family is not my family. And you just gotta take time and get, you'll figure out what works for you. I have a feeling that as we get into the winter months and more into in depth in some of our subjects, that I might need to tweak and change the schedule a little bit. So I already know this right here, Mama getting up 2 hours before everyone else. It doesn't always happen. But this has kind of been the standard of the way that we've been working for the couple of years. Just kind of, I start with the youngest and work my way up to the oldest because they are older. So for the most part of the morning, they can be independent. Occasionally they will come, not occasionally. Often they will come up and say, "Hey Mom, can you help me with this?" And honestly, I will normally say, "No, stop, move on to something else. You and I will address that when it's my turn with you." Because I found a couple of years ago what was happening is I was focusing too much on the older children, not just academics, but just fighting and quarreling and staying on top of them with their chores. And the little ones, they were missing out on mom time or on fun preschool activities. So I start with the youngest, get them out of the way. They're usually eager to learn and they want to be right there with you. And the learning is fun with them. So typically, get them done, shoot them out of the way, get them tucked outside playing or with Legos or something quiet, and then move on to your older ones. So that's another reason why I have a goal that by 5th grade, I want you pretty independent. I expect you to be able to sit down and for the most part to get done with your work. So, okay. This video is longer than I really anticipated. So, 5 children, ages, grades, 9th, 6th, 5th, and 2 second graders. So that's how we do it. And if you have any questions, just comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, to give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, y'all. Have a good weekend. Bye.